Hi everyone, good afternoon, जय हिंद। Alright, so अभी हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं NMTC 2025 प्राइमरी सेक्शन ग्रेड 5th और 6th के लिए जो होता है, and the paper was very easy barring one or maybe two problems. Most of the problems were doable and you should have done these problems. There were 25 problems against 30 as compared to last year and the paper was on the easier side. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग हैं जो भी लाइव देख रहे हैं या बाद में देखेंगे तो अपने आंसर्स यहाँ पे मैच कर सकते हो और कमेंट सेक्शन के अंदर अपने मार्क्स लिख सकते हो एंड ऑल्सो विथ सेंटर यू आर फ्रॉम। ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द सेशन एंड ओके फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर इन ग्रेड 5th एंड 6th हमारे यहाँ पे लेवल 4 के अंदर तैयारी करवाई जाती है जहाँ पर हम मैथ्स को किस तरीके से सोचना है, हाउ टू थिंक डिफरेंटली, हाउ टू थिंक डीप, दिस इज व्हाट वी टीच यूजिंग मैथमेटिक्स। लॉजिकल इंप्रूव करते हैं एंड एक बैच अभी शुरू हो रहा है अगस्त के अंदर एंड एक बैच सितंबर एंड में शुरू होगा, सो यू कैन ऑलवेज नोट डाउन दीज बैचेस। सो लेवल 4 इज फॉर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ ग्रेड 5th एंड 6th एंड यहाँ पर जो टारगेट एग्जाम्स होते हैं दोज आर मैथ कैंगरू NMTC। ये टारगेट लिखने को बोला है बट अल्टीमेटली इट इज मोर अबाउट इम्प्रूविंग द लॉजिक ऑफ द चाइल्ड एंड हाउ टू मेक चाइल्ड थिंक डीप। ऑलराइट, सो दीज आर द कोर्स पेज courses.vedantu.com/Olympiad, इसमें प्रेजेंट और फ्यूचर कोर्सेज तुम देख सकते हो। ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद प्रॉब्लम नंबर 1। ओके, सो प्रॉब्लम नंबर 1, ये एक एक्सप्रेशन दिया होता है, इसका वैल्यू निकालना है। तो अगेन इस एक्सप्रेशन में जो अच्छी चीज़ है वो ये है कि सब में से 1 1 1 1 कॉमन आ सकता है। सो इफ आई टेक 1 1 1 कॉमन फ्रॉम द न्यूमरेटर इट इज 9 + 7 + 5 अपॉन 1 1 1 1 8 + 6 + 4। So 9 + 7 is 16 + 5 is 21 and 18. So this is 7/6. So option C. So option C is the right answer to this. Problem number 2, the sum of three prime numbers is 30. So P1 + P2 + P3 is 30. How many such sets of prime numbers are there? अब देखो prime numbers तो बहुत सारे बन सकते हैं because if we start from 2, minimum prime number 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. So these are all the prime numbers. बट यहां पर क्या है, तीनों सम्स का, तीनों प्राइम नंबर्स का सम 30 है। अब यहां पर एक चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है सोचने वाली कि अगर इफ ऑल थ्री आर ऑड, इफ P1, P2, P3 और ऑल ऑड, तीनों के तीनों ऑड हैं, ऑल दीज आर ऑड प्राइम्स, इफ ऑल दीज आर ऑड प्राइम्स इन दैट केस ऑड प्लस ऑड प्लस ऑड इज ऑलवेज ऑड, सम ओवरऑल ऑड होगा, इवन नहीं होगा। इसका मतलब तीनों के तीनों ऑड प्राइम नहीं है, वन ऑफ द प्राइम हैज टू बी 2। ठीक है, तो कोई एक 2 है, कोई एक 2 है। सो 2 + P2 + P3 इज 30। सो दैट मीन्स P2 + P3 इज 28। सो अब हमने बस सिर्फ ये करना है कि सेट्स ढूंढने हैं जिनसे दो नंबर्स का सम 28 आए। मैं 30 से ऊपर प्राइम नंबर लिख नहीं रहा बिकॉज सम 28 ही चाहिए मुझे। सो 2 के साथ पेयर नहीं बनेगा, 3 के साथ 25 बनना चाहिए था, बन नहीं रहा, 5 के साथ 23। So 5 and 23 is one such pair. 7 and 21 बनेगा नहीं, 11 and 17 is another pair. 13 के साथ 15 बनेगा नहीं। So these are the only two pairs. So कौन-कौन से तीन sets of primes हैं? एक तो 2, 5, 23, एक 2, 11, 17. So these are the only two sets of pairs, only two sets of prime numbers such that the sum of the numbers is prime numbers is equal to 30. Okay? I hope this is clear. Problem number 3, adjoining figure L1 and L2 are given to be parallel lines. So L1 और L2 parallel है। ABC is an equilateral triangle. So this triangle over here is equilateral. So equilateral triangle means all angles are equal to 60 degrees. So this angle, all these angles are 60 degrees. Okay, so if to use, I can use. AD bisects angle EAB. So AD bisects angle EAB. So if this is 20, clearly this is 20. Okay, this is 20, this is 20. So basically, if we talk about angle EAB, this is 40. And since these two lines are parallel, see, please understand, in any geometry problem, anything that is given has some importance. For example, L1 and L2 are parallel. How do I use this information? ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से सोचना है, have I used this information, or if not, how do I use this information? So these are parallel lines, of course, the alternate interior angles are equal. So if this angle is 40, so can I say this angle is also 40? and total 60 है, तो this angle is 20 because overall angle ABC is 60 degrees, so this is 20 degrees. This is 60 degrees. So I think we are done now. If this is x, then this part, vertically opposite angle, this is also x. Let's call this point P. So triangle PBC, we can apply angle sum property. That is x plus 20 plus 60 is equal to 180 degrees. So x is 100 degrees. So x is 100, which is option A. So option A is the right answer to this. Okay, so this was problem number 3. One second. Okay. Problem 4. Now ये problem जो है वो bonus रहेगा. ABCD एक square है. It consists of squares and rectangles of areas 1 and 2. The point is, अगर मैं इसको square मानता हूँ, if this is a square of area 1, so side is 1, 1, so this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, right? So all the sides of these squares are 1, 1. That's fine. So that means this rectangle is 1 by 2. So this is also 1 by 2. This is 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. अब perimeter निकालना तो निकाल सकते हैं कि 3 plus 4 is 7 into 2 is 14. But the point is, it is mentioned that ABCD is a square. This is not a square clearly because ये 3 है, ये 4 है. इसको square बनाया जा सकता है अगर ये figure हम मान ले कि this is not to the scale. ठीक है? If this figure is not to the scale and if I assume this figure to be like this, ये है, and ये जो rectangle है ना, इसको बड़ा कर दो. This rectangle is like this. And then there is a rectangle here and there is a rectangle here. Now clearly this is a square. ये 1 by 1 है, ये 1 by 2 है, and ये 2 by 1 है. अब square है. But again, as per this figure, this ABCD is definitely not a square. So this would be definitely a bonus. ये एक bonus रहेगा. Problem number 4. Problem number 5. A star B is A plus B into A minus B. So ultimately you have to find this. So it will be 13. So 13 star 6 would be 13 plus 6 upon 13 minus 6. This is 19 by 7. And 5 star 2 is 5 plus 2 upon 5 minus 2, which is 7 by 3. So 19 by 7 into 7 by 3. So this is 57 by 49. So this is problem number 5. Problem number 6. Adjoining figure, the distance between any two adjacent dot is 1, the area of the shaded region. अब इसको दो तरीकों से कर सकते हो. So method 1, if you know Pick's theorem, so if you know Pick's theorem, you can directly apply Pick's theorem. Pick's theorem क्या है? I plus B by 2 minus 1. So the area of the figure is given by I plus B by 2 minus 1, where I is the interior points. I है interior points, B है boundary points. So यहाँ पे interior points कितने हैं? Interior जो which are exactly in the interior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I is 6. And what are the boundary points? अगर हम यहाँ से start करें 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. तो सीधा आंसर is 6 plus 21 by 2 minus 1. So 21 by 2 plus 5. So this is 31 by 2. Right, so directly with using this formula. So again, if you want to learn about Pick's theorem, I've already made a session. Right, so one point is, one thing is just memorize the formula, but that is not going to help you. How is this formula arrived at? Okay, so you have to have the, capacity to understand any formula that you learn in your life. Because अगर तुम formula याद करते हो ना, that is never going to help you. Is never going to help you. Because ultimately mathematics का use क्या है? Mathematics use करते हैं to make those AI models, LLMs, to code and to solve mathematical problems. तो वो तभी हो सकता है अगर तुम maths basic से जानते हो. अगर सिर्फ ये formula पता है, then that is of no use. Because ये formula तो already code बन चुका है उसके ऊपर. Okay, so 31 by 2. The other thing that you can always do in this is you can always convert this into squares and triangles. So this area is 1, this 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. Okay, so if we talk about this, this part, तो ये half है. If we talk about this part, ये part, तो बोल सकते हैं ये rectangle का area upon 2 है. So this is the entire rectangle upon 2. So this is 1, this is half, 1, 1. ये पूरा का पूरा again same चीज. This is entire rectangle by 2. This is 1. So half, 1, 1, half, 1, half. So if you add everything up, it is going to come out as 31 by 2. That is 15.5. Okay, so this is another method to do this. Problem number 7, three natural numbers n1, n2, n3 are taken such that n1 is less than n2, less than n3, and sum of these three numbers is 6. Can I say the only possibility is 1, 2, 3? See, if we start from the minimum number, the next higher number has to be 2. It cannot be equal. And the next higher number has to be 3. And incidentally, the sum is coming to be 6. Right? So this is the only possibility. The value of n3 has to be 3. So this is problem number 7. Problem number 8. In the adjoining figure, AP and EQ are the bisectors. So this angle bisects, this angle bisects. Then the measure of angle x is measure of angle x. So how do we measure angle x? So one thing I can see is if I'm able to find this. So x is, let's say this is theta. So x and theta are supplementary. X and theta are going to be supplementary. So x is going to be 180 minus theta. So ultimately my focus should be to find theta. How do we find theta? Right, so what are the things that I know? So one is this is 70, so this is 70. If we look at triangle ABC, two of the angles are given, 30 and 70. So total sum of two angles is 100. So this angle is going to be 180. So this part is going to be 40. This part has to be 40 if we have to use. Okay. So this part, can I say this is exterior angle of sum of interior opposite angles. So this is 70. If this is 70, then this part is 110. This is 110. Okay. Similarly, let's talk about, okay, this is 70, so this is 110. This is 110. If we are able to find this angle, or maybe, so again, ये देखो theta किसका part है? Theta is this, D and E, and this. So this is already 90. So if I'm able to find this angle, I'm done. I can apply, let's say this point is x. I can apply angle sum property in quadrilateral QXDE. Sum of all the angles for quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So theta plus 110 plus 90 plus, let's say this is y, plus y is equal to 360. So if I'm able to find the value of y, I'm done. If this is y, can I say this is also y? Now look at this quadrilateral, CDEF. So 70 plus 90 plus 2y plus 90. Can I say this is 360 degrees? Okay, 70 plus 90 plus 2y plus 90. So this is 180. So 70 plus 2y is 180. 2y is 110. Y is 55. So just put the value of y here, 55, and we get the value of theta. So theta, if we find, will come out to be 75. So D is the correct answer to this. D was the correct answer to this. I hope this is clear to everyone. Problem number 9. The number of two-digit positive integers which have at least one 7 as a digit. So एक 7 है, at least one of the 7s is one of the digits. So again we can count. So 7 can either come on the first digit or second digit or both. So 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Also 17, 27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97. So 10 numbers here and 9 numbers here. But out of these, this 77 has been counted both. So effectively it is 10 plus 9 minus 1. So 18, there are total of 18. So normal counting. So total of 18 positive integers having 7 as one of the digits. Okay, chalo. Now this was, I think this was one of the best problems of this paper. The fractions 1 by 5 and 1 by 3 are shown. So this is 1 by 5 and this is 1 by 3. In which position should be 1 by 4? 1 by 4 PQRS में कौन सी position पे होगा? This was the problem. Now the thing is 1 by 5 से 1 by 3 जो number line है, how many intervals it has divided? So this is interval 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So in short, between 1 by 3 and 1 by 5, there are 16 equal intervals. Okay. And what is the difference? What is the difference? So it is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5. So this is 2 by 15. So this total length is 2 by 15 and this is divided into 16 equal intervals. 16 equal intervals is this total length. So what is the length of one interval? One interval. So one interval is going to be 2 by 15 upon 16. Unitary. So एक interval का length इतना है. So this length is this. So if I want to know what point is this, the first point, it is going to be 1 by 5 plus this interval, 2 by 15 into 16. Okay, so if I have to calculate this, I can always calculate this. So this is 8, 1 by 120. So length of one interval is 1 by 120. 1 by 120. मुझे निकालना है 1 by 4 कहाँ है? तो पहले तो 1 by 4 और 1 by 5 का डिफरेंस कितना होगा? So 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5 is 20, 1 by 20. So total length between 1 by 4 and 1 by 5 is 1 by 20. 1 by 20. एक इंटरवल इतना कवर कर रहा है. एक इंटरवल इतना कवर कर रहा है, तो इतना लेंथ कितने इंटरवल्स कवर करेगा? So 1 by 120 is one interval. Number of intervals is equal to 1 by 20. So can I say n is 6? So basically 6 intervals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this has to be Q. This has to be 1 by 4. So total of 6 intervals have to be counted from 1 by 5 to reach 1 by 4. Okay, so this was an amazing problem and it involved creativity if you've not done this kind of problem before. Right, so this was the only good problem I found in this particular paper, problem number 10. Problem 11, Samrud reads 1/3 of a storybook on the first day. Okay, so let the number of pages be X. So first day, he reads 1/3 of a storybook. Itne read hai. 1 second of the remaining book. So after first day, what is remaining? So what remains? So remaining is 2x by 3. Right, so after first day, this is what remains. So he reads half of the remaining book on the second day. So second day, he reads half of 2x by 3. That means he reads x by 3 on the second day. And 1/4 of the remaining book as on the end of the fourth day. As of the end of the first day. So 1/4 of the remaining book as on the end. So first day में remaining इतना है. So basically third day में कितना read करता है? 1/4 of the book remaining on the first day, which was 2x by 3. So this is x by 6. X by 6. So first day he reads x by 3, second day he reads x by 3, third day he reads x by 6. And he is left with 23 pages unread. So total number of pages in the books is x by 3 plus x by 3 plus x by 6 plus 23. And now you should be able to find the value of x. So x is equal to 2x by 3 plus x by 6 plus 23. X is equal to, you can take LCM, 4x plus 1, 5x plus 23. So x minus 5x by 6 is x by 6. So x by 6 is 23. So this implies x is 23 multiplied by 6. So option A is the right answer. This was problem number 11. Problem number 2, the product of 4 natural numbers is 100 and they are distinct. So product of 4 natural numbers. So A multiplied by B multiplied by C multiplied by D is 100. 100 I mean, this is hit and trial, 2 square, 5 square. So we have to write 100 as a product of 4 different natural numbers. 4 different natural. So again, the 2 cannot be repeated. So 2, 2, 5, 5. How do I combine them? So can I say if I take 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 10. So the last one can be 1. So 1, 2, 5 and 10. 1, 2, 5 and 10. Even if you don't prime factorize, even then you should be able to intuitively tell this. What is the sum of the 4 numbers? It is 10 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. Interestingly, this is the only way in which 100 can be written as the product of 4 distinct natural numbers. So 15 plus 3 is 18. So D is the right answer to this. Okay. Peter starts from point A in a playground. So this is point A. And walks 100 meters towards east. 100 meters towards east. Let's say this is, okay, B is final. Okay, so 100 meters towards east. Then he walks 30 meters north. 30 meters north. And then 70 meters towards west. And then finally 10 meters north to finally reach point B. What is the distance between A and B? So this is what we need to find out. Okay, so this shortest distance is what we need to find out. Let's see. So if we drop a perpendicular from here, so can I say this is actually a rectangle, 90, 90, 90. So this is also going to be 30, this part. Let's say this is X. So BX is actually 40. And this is also 70, same. So total is 100, so this is going to be 30. So AX is going to be 30. And can I say triangle AXB? Triangle AXB is what? Triangle AXB is a right triangle. With 2 of the legs as 30 and 40, we can always apply hypotenuse. So AB is going to be 50. So Pythagoras theorem, we can always apply. So AB square is equal to AX square plus BX square. So we get a value of 50. So this was problem number 13. Problem number 14. So this is the figure. DAB is 8 more than ADC. ADC is already mentioned. DAB is 8 degrees more than ADC. DAB is 8 degrees more than ADC. Right, so 8 degrees more is 100 or 92 plus 8, whatever. And BCD is 8 degrees less than ADC. So this is 84, or we can say 92 minus 8, same thing. Okay, and FEB is half of FBE. FBE is X. FEB is X by 2. FEB is half of FBE. What is the measure of BFE? So this is what we need to find out. Okay, if this is X, can I say this is also X? This is also X. And sum of all these angles is 360. So X plus 92 plus 92 plus 8 plus 92 minus 8 is 360 degrees. So X is 360 minus 92 times 3. 360 minus 276. So 84. Right, so X is 84. If this is 84, now we are done. If this is 84, so this is 42. So this angle, again apply angle sum property. So the angle that we have to find out, that is theta plus 42 plus 84 is 180. So theta plus 126 is 180. So theta is clearly 54. So theta is going to be 54 degrees. So 54 degrees is the right answer. I hope this is clear. So this was problem number 14. Problem number 15, the fraction to be added to this fraction to get 1 is. So what fraction in the simplest form has to be added to this? So again, it is simplifying one by one. So it is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon. So what is 1 plus 1 by 4? It is 5 by 4. So 5 by 4. Now we simplify this part. So 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon. If we take the LCM, it is 15 plus 4, 19 by 4. Again we take the LCM. So 19 comes on the numerator. 38 plus 4 is 42. Did I make a mistake somewhere? So 3 is 1 upon 5 by 4, 15 plus 4. Oh, this is 5. This will be 5. 43. So ultimately this whole part is 19 by 43. So the question is, what should be added? What should be added to this to get 1? So x is clearly 1 minus 19 by 43. So if we subtract, it will be 24 by 43. So that is option C. So option C is going to be the right answer. Okay. So yes. So I made a mistake here. Thank you, Deva, for correcting me. Problem number 16. Now the last 10 problems were fill in the blanks. Some amount of money is divided among A, B and C, so that for every 100 rupees that A has, B has 65 and C has 40. So A is to B is to C, the ratio is always going to be 100 is to 65 is to 40. This is the ratio. A is to B is to C is 100 is to 65 is to 40. If C share is 4,000. So overall, what is C's share? What is going to be C's share overall? Can I say this? 40 upon 100 plus 65 plus 40. So this is always going to be C's share of the total. So it is 40 upon, this is 205. Or if you want to simplify, you can simplify this also. 5, 8, 5, 41. So 8 by 41. 8 by 41. Now it says the total C shares is 4,000. What is the total amount of money? So can I say 8 by 41 into total amount of money is should be 4,000. So that means T is 4,000 upon 41 upon 8. Sorry, it is 500. Making a lot of mistakes. 500 to 41, which is 20500. So 20500 is the right answer to problem number 16. Problem 17, ABCDE is a pentagon. So let us draw a pentagon. So A, B, C, D, E is a pentagon. The angles are in the ratio. So please understand, if I are given the angles of a pentagon, so the ratio of the angles of the pentagon, I know the angles. So let the angles be 8x, 9x, 12x, 15x, 10x. Now in a pentagon, I know the sum of the angles. So sum of the angles is 8 plus 9, 17, 29, 39 and 39 plus 15, 54x. And what is the total sum of the angles? It is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. In this case, n is 5. So total sum of all the angles of a polygon of n sides is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. In this case, n is 5. So this is 3 into 1, which is 540. So clearly x is 10. So I know all the angles. So this is 80, 90, 120, 150 and 100. Let's see what does it say again. The external angle of B. So this is the external angle of B. External angle of B. And internal bisector of C. This is internal bisector of C. Okay. It says they meet at point P. So external of B and internal of C. So what is angle B first of all? So angle B, AB, is this 90. So this is 90. So external is also 90, so that means this angle is 45. Okay, and what is angle C? Angle C is 120. Internal angle is 120. So this angle is 60. If this is 60, the external angle is going to be 120. So we need to find this angle, theta. So can I say I can apply angle sum property in BPC? So 45 plus 120 plus theta is 180. So theta is 60 minus 45. That is 15. So problem number 17, the answer is 15 degrees. Problem 18, the least number when lessened decreased by 5. So number when decreased by 5 is divisible by 36, 48, 21 and 28. In other words, can I say n minus 5 is a multiple of these four? N minus 5 is a multiple of 36, 48, 21 and 28. And since we want to find the least number here, so in other words, it says LCM of 36, 48, 21 and 28. So LCM, let us try to prime factorize. 36 is 2 square, 3 square. This is 2 cube into 3, 3 into 7, 2 square into 7. So I need to find, so n minus 5 is LCM of these numbers. So what is LCM? So again, find the minimum, maximum power of 2. It is 2 cube, 3 square, 7. So n minus 5 is this. So n would be 8 into 9 into 7 plus 5. So 8 into 63 plus 5. Some mistake has happened, is it? It should be 513, 509. Can you all confirm, guys? Is it 509? Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. So 48 is 2 to the power 4. 48 is 2 to the power 4. So again, I rushed up the calculations. Yes. So n is 16 into 9 into 7 plus 5. Right? So if you calculate this, 1013. So this will come out to be 1013. I hope this is clear. Okay. So LCM of these is 2 to the power 4, 3 square 7. It had to be 2 to the power 4 here. Problem number 19. When this is divided by 91, we get a fraction a by b. So what is this fraction? It is 60 plus 5 by 6. 65 by 6. So 65 by 6 is divided by 91. 65 by 6 divided by 91. So you can cancel it. So 13 is what you can cancel this with. So this is 5 by 42. So you get a fraction a by b where a and b are natural numbers with no common factors other than 1. So this cannot be further simplified. So b minus a is 42 minus 5, which is 37. So this was again a very easy problem. So this was problem number 19. The answer is 37. Problem number 20, that p be the smallest prime number such that p plus 6, p plus 8, p plus 12 and p plus 14. So p plus 6, p plus 8, p plus 12, p plus 14. They're all prime numbers. So all these are prime numbers. P is also prime and these four are also prime numbers. And the question is, what is the remainder when p square is divided by 4? Okay. Now let's start with the smallest prime number. Let's say p is 2. Can p be 2? Answer is no. Because if we put p as 2, p plus 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, which is definitely not prime. Right? So p cannot be 2. The next prime is 3. Let's see. Again, 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is not prime. So again, not. Next prime is 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. So this is 11, this is 13, 5 plus 12 is 17 and this is 19. All these are clearly prime numbers. So our P is 5. It is the least prime number. The question is, what is the remainder when P square? So P square is clearly 25. When this is divided by 4, the remainder is clearly 1. So 1 is the right answer. 1 is the right answer. Okay, so problem number 20, the answer is 1. A bag contains certain number of black balls and white balls, of which 60% are black. So let's say the total number of balls is B. 60% are black. So how many? Or total number of balls, let's say X. Total balls, X. Black, some are white. It is mentioned that initially 60% are black. So black would be 0.6x and white will be 0.4x. So this is the initial number of balls, total ball X. Black balls 0.6x, white balls 0.4x. When 9 white balls are added, so again, what is the new scenario? So 9 white balls are added. So total white balls becomes 0.4x plus 9. 0.6x black remains the same and total balls is x plus 9. The ratio of the black balls to the white balls is 4:3. So black is to white ratio becomes 4:3. So 0.6x upon 0.4x plus 9. This becomes 4/3. So multiply, this is 1.8x. 0.4 into 4 is 1.6x plus 36. So 0.2x is 36. So x is 180. X is 180. What we have to find out, we have to find. So x was the total number of initial balls. Find the total number of white balls at the beginning. So white balls ये है. So 0.4 into 180. So 4/10 into 180. 4 into 18 is 72. So 72 would be the right answer. Problem number 21. So problem number 21, 72 is the right answer. Problem 22, in this figure we have to find A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F. They are clearly mentioned what are angles A, B, C, D, E, F. Alright guys, let's say this angle. Let's say this angle is x1. So can I say this angle is also x1? Vertically opposite angles. Let's say this is x2, so this is also x2. And if this is x3, this is also x3. Now, x1, x2, x3, these are all angles around this point. So can I say twice of x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 360 degrees. So 2 times x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 360 degrees. Also, we can apply angle sum in all these individual angles, triangles. So x1 plus a plus b is 360. x2 plus x2 plus e plus f is 180, not 360. 180, 180, and x3 plus c plus d is also 180. Now from here, I can also find x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 180 degrees. So if I add everything up, so I get x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus sum of all these angles which we have to find out, a plus b plus c plus d plus e plus f is 180 times 3, 180 plus 180 plus 180. x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 180, so 180 gets cancelled. So a plus b plus c plus d plus ef is 180 plus 180, that is 360 degrees. So 360 is the right answer to this. This was problem number 22. Problem 23, a basket contains apples, bananas and oranges. The total number of apples and bananas is 88. So let's say A and B, this sums up to 88. Apples and oranges, A plus O is 80. And bananas and oranges, bananas plus oranges is 64. So what we have to find the number of apples. To find the number of apples. So again, a lot of ways this can be done. So one is this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3. So we can always do 1 plus 2 minus 3. So what happens when we do 1 plus 2? So we get B plus O. And B plus O we can always find out. Okay, so basically if we do 1 plus 2, so 2A plus B plus O is 168 and B plus O is 64. So 2A plus 64 is 168. So 2A is 104, giving us apples as 52. So apples is what we need to find out. So apples is what we had to find out, 52. Okay, so this was an easy. Otherwise, you can add all the three equations and then solve. Chalo ji, 24th. ABC is an isosceles triangle. AB is equal to AC. So it is mentioned that AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC. EDF is also isosceles. This is also isosceles. EF is equal to DF. Sorry, EF is equal to DE. EF is equal to DE. Is it? EF is equal to DE. ये तो गड़बड़ लग रहा है भाई. यही था क्या? एक बार चेक करें. Was it EF is equal to DE only? 5th and 6th. Okay, so पहले चलो. EF is equal to DE. So that means this length and this length are equal. Okay, and FD is parallel to AC. FD is parallel to AC. So I think this is wrong. This is wrong because in the figure it seems DF is equal to EF. Let me check, guys, if this was indeed the question. I just want to check the correct question. Twenty-fourth. EF is equal to DE. EF, oh, it is indeed this. Okay, let's see. Then I don't think this is going to be correct. EF is equal to DE. So this is 50, so clearly this is 50. Okay, and if needed, this is 80. Okay. Now since DF is parallel to AC, FD is parallel to AC, so this angle over here is also 50. This angle is 50 and this angle is going to be 80. Okay, if this is 80, then this angle is also 80. So answer should be 80, but I don't know if we will be able to make a good picture. I don't know if we'll be able to make a good picture or valid picture on this. So X should be 80, not 20. Okay, so I mean, as per the diagram, EF and DF should be equal, but it is mentioned that EF is equal to DE. EF is equal to DE. So these two lengths are equal. So this is 80, clearly this is also 80, but again it does not make sense. Anyways, can't help it. So 80 it should be correct. Yes. I mean, the figure is not to the scale, but 80 should be the correct answer. Moving on to the next problem, 25th, length and width of the rectangle are both prime numbers. So A, B, C, D, length and width are both prime numbers and perimeter is 40. So let's say this is A and this is B. So 2 times A plus B is 40. So A plus B is 20. So sum of the two prime numbers is 20. So what are the prime numbers less than 20? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Sum of these two in pairs has to be 20. So 3 and 17 is one pair. Any other pair? 7 and 13, another pair. Any other pair? 9, 11, no. So these are the only two pairs. 5, 15, no. These are only two pairs. In both the cases, the perimeter is going to be 40. What is the maximum possible area of the rectangle? So if the widths are 17 and 3, the area is going to be 51. And in this case, it is 91. So the maximum area is going to be 91. 91 is the right answer. 91 is the right answer. Okay. So this was problem number 25th. Problem number 25th. Right, so that it is, guys. So this was on the easier side. I don't see any difficulty. Barring one or two problems, I don't see any difficulty. So there was definitely one problem number 4, which would be a bonus. And I'm not sure about 24th also. So 24th, as per the diagram, I mean, it says 20. But if we go by what is mentioned in the problem, it should be 80. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting 21 marks, Bangalore Vedantu Center, Swati. So you'll have to wait because we don't know how many marks the students are scoring. I also don't know the number of students who appeared from Vedantu Center from Bangalore, from your category. So it is going to wait, but 21 out of 25 is awesome score. Right, so 21 on 25 is a very good score. So I congratulate to you and keep on doing this good work. All right, so if there are any doubts on any of the questions that we've discussed, you can always put that in the comment section and discuss with me. I'll surely reply. All right, guys, for the students who've appeared for NMTC, I wish you all the best. The result will be out, I think, in 10 days' time. So wishing you all the best. And for those of you who get selected, of course, all the best for stage 2. And for the students who will not get selected, don't worry. This is one exam. This is one of the toughest exams at this level, at your level. And even if what are the shortcomings, we'll try to remove those shortcomings in the coming year. And we'll make sure we qualify for the next year. Oh, someone is getting 23.5. Amazing. Ishan Gupta. Okay, Ishan is getting 21. Amazing. All right, guys. So all the best. Take care. God bless you. And bye.